you wonder where I've been. Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, we're going to be evaluating synthetic versus human hair crochet. Which one is really worth it? Now, over the last few weeks, you guys know in my DMs, my emails, my comment section here on YouTube, I've gotten a lot of people a little nervous about synthetic hair. I made a whole video about my feelings about the Consumer Reports article and everybody saying the thing about synthetic braiding hair. So if you want to know my thoughts on everything, you can check out that video. But the long and sweet of it is I'm not stopping trying synthetic hair over here on this channel for a multitude of reasons. However, I know a few of you are. And so some of you guys want to know the differences, what's going on, which one is worth it, what are my thoughts, what are my opinions on it. And I'm here to help and guide you today. I thought it was the right time considering I do have a human hair crochet in right now. The install is up. I don't know if the review is up because I'm filming my final thoughts right now, but review either up, coming soon, but more details to come on the hair. But you've already seen the install if you're familiar with my channel. It is the Eayon hair tight curly style. But even in the video for the install of this hair, some people were like, oh, I love it, but I'm not ready for human hair yet. Can you give me a synthetic option? And I gave them a synthetic option. I think this hair looks just like kind of the Rasta-free Tahiti curl. So if you want a synthetic option, is it going to look the same? Yes. Is it going to perform the same? No, but it's going to look the same. If you want a one-to-one looking match, that's the match for you. But human and synthetic have different qualities about them, and we're going to go through 4 different qualities today. We're going to talk price, quality, styling, longevity. Those are kind of the 4 areas I'm going to focus on today and let you make your own decision. I love a synthetic hair, but I also like a human hair, so I know the balance and the nuance between both. But the first quality I'm going to talk about is price, because that's the thing that sets them apart the most. Synthetic hair can range, what, $5.99, $4.99 a pack, $6.99 a pack. So you in total will probably be spending $30 in total for a full hair style, whereas human hair crochet can range between $100 to, I'd say, $200 per package of hair. And you might need 2.5 packs for a full style. So you might be looking somewhere between the high 200s to the kind of high 300s in terms of a full head. Now, the great thing about it though, with synthetic hair, I'm cutting it out. The way I'm removing a synthetic hair is it's $30, cut, snip, 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 all of that good stuff is out my head, is in the trash can. Human hair though, there is clearly that price element that you want to save that hair. So you have to think about the removal process. It's a long and tedious process because most of the time human hair crochet has some kind of component to keep it in place. So this hair has the string, some have an elastic loop, some have a little nodule at the top. All of them have that. So it makes removal a little bit of a complicated step. But I do believe, you've seen me on this channel remove several human hair crochet. It is possible with maintaining a lot of, or a majority of the strands. You just have to be delicate about it. But in terms of price, that's a huge difference. If you are on a budget, synthetic hair clearly is the winner of this category. When we talk price and affordability, the whole reason a lot of people do choose synthetic hair is because it's a cost-efficient option. And in these economic times, cost savings is what we want to do. So many people are like, why is human hair so expensive? Manufacturing synthetic hair, as we know, it's done in a factory the same way t-shirts, clothes, you know, they got the Shein factory over there somewhere. They got the synthetic hair factory. It's just churn and burn. There is a way that you have to acquire human hair because it's got to be acquired a different way than a factory. You're making this synthetic fiber versus you are having to acquire human hair in a different way. There's an individualized strand process of this where it's different than just sewing things on a weft. Like sewing hair on a weft, because some people are like, bundles cost less than human hair. Yes, but there's every strand has to be treated in a different way. I will honestly say the process to make these strands for crochet hair is different than just putting hair and blending it all in a weft. Like putting it on a machine and it being wefted is different than putting it in a machine for every strand to get something, get the string, put the string on there, 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 and doing it 150 times for one pack of hair. It's a time-consuming process. I don't think we'll ever get to a time where human hair crochet will be under $75 a pack because, again, human hair, it takes a lot to acquire, it takes a lot to form, and I think with tariffs and everything that's going on right now too, it's going to take a lot more to get it over here as well. So there's way more additional costs when it comes to humans. So synthetic's the winner in the price. But does the higher cost mean that you're getting a higher quality with human? Let's go to the next category, which is quality. Really, quality and realism. So quality, human hair crochet is different. There's a lot that you can do to it. You can straighten it, you can curl it, you can wand curl it. Now, when we talk quality, I think there has been historically a synthetic hair debate, and this goes on in the wig community too. Like, this video could really be human hair wigs versus synthetic hair wigs, because this debate happens in both of our communities, wigs and crochet. But the quality depiction of synthetic hair has always been plasticky, stiff, looks fake, looks shiny. And I think we've gotten away from that a bit. Yes, there are plenty of hair in the synthetic world that look shiny, look fake, look like, what is that? I don't want that in my head. But then there are also plenty of hair that look realistic to me, and they look very much so like, if you didn't know, you might would think it's human. Like, yes, it takes a little bit of wear. Some of the even shiny hair, I think after you wear it for 2 weeks, it does kind of start getting and presenting a look of less shine, more realism. With age, synthetic crochet hair can even look better. With human hair crochet, I think you get out of the package a level of realism because it is real hair. You get a level of versatility, like you can straighten it, you can wand curl it, you can do a lot more with it. Synthetic hair, it is how it looks day one, and you will look the same way for 7 weeks. No variety at all, which a lot of people like. They want, hey, I'm ready to wake up and go. And that's how I am too. I'm ready to wake up and go. But sometimes maybe during week 2, you're like, it would be nice if I could look like a little bit different. Like a little bit different. Like, being the same exact person for 7 weeks is great. However, I wish I could do a little something different. Like, this hair itself, it looks kind of consistent every single day because it's that tight curly style, that kinky curly style. But there is a difference sometimes between like day 1, day 2, it looks closer to my face. Day 5, 6, 7, we've gotten a little fuller. So it grows like my own actual hair does. And so it has a level of realism about it. Like, oh, her hair is evolving like normal hair would, as opposed to synthetic hair. It's like her hair ain't never changing. It's not changing at all. And I like that. However, you get that 7-day itch, or what is it, like a 7-year itch with other things. You got your 7-day itch, or 2-week itch with synthetic hair. Like, I would like to look like a little bit different. Like, all my pictures are looking the exact same. Maybe I want to look a tad bit different. You do have a greater level of realism and quality with human hair crochet. So I think in the quality and realism category, human hair has to win because it is real. One isn't real, one is real. So who's going to win the realism? Of course, is human hair. However, let's go to swim. This was not on my original list, but as I was talking, I was thinking about my swim friendly winners. Like, I get asked all the time because my channel has really gained popularity. My most popular videos are my swim friendly hair videos every single year, because people like when I say swim friendly or vacation friendly or beach friendly, they like to have an option outside of braids. We all do. Braids have historically been the style, and there's nothing wrong with that being the style. It's tried and true. It will not fail you. However, what if we want something different? What if we want to look a little different in our photos? That's crochet hair historically comes in. Now, I get questions every time I wear a human hair crochet, or when I make those videos, why is human hair not on it? In my mind, the winner of the swim, vacation, beach question is always going to be synthetic hair. Synthetic hair over human hair all the time. And the thing about it is, synthetic hair repels water. It doesn't soak it in. It doesn't let it get into its core. It repels it. That's what I want. I want a water repellent. Human hair absorbs the water naturally because it naturally needs to be washed. Like, it naturally wants the water. However, that's not good when you're on vacation. Absorbing it and letting it sit in, you're going to be looking like a mop. Okay. And then you're going to need to go somewhere and do something about it. Go to the hotel room, get in the shower, do the whole rigmarole routine and all of that. So yes, can you go on vacation with either? Yes, you can. However, which one do I want to have a lower maintenance time on vacation? Vacation ain't about styling hair. It's about relaxing, having fun. Whether you're an adventurer, because I'm a little bit of a Dora the Explorer on my trips, but I'm also a relaxer too. When I'm on my Dora the Explorer kick and I want to get in a water activity, like I want to go snorkeling, I don't want to be out in the snorkel and then my hair be like a mop and I have to get back to the room. After I went snorkeling in Puerto Rico with the, which hair did I have in? I had in the Free Trust Beach Girl in Puerto Rico. If you watch that video, I went snorkeling and all of that. And after I went snorkeling, I decided to walk along the coastline. Did I look different? I didn't look different. I didn't look too different. And my hair wasn't like soaking wet, dripping water. If I get this hair wet, it's going to be dripping. It's going to be a different situation. This hair wet, it's going to take a long time to dry. And I don't want it to dry without applying products, because then it's a whole process. It's a process, and it depends on what kind of process you want to go through. You can take human hair. I prefer not to, if that makes sense. Longevity and maintenance. You guys know I'm a low maintenance girl. I want a low maintenance hair. I don't want my hair to be the thing I spend the most time on in the mornings. I don't want my hair to be the thing I worry about week to week. I want it to be the least of my worries, because I have a lot more worries. I have a lot more on my plate. I want the hair to be the least, like, maintenance-y thing. Nails, brows, hair, I want that to be taken care of and me not to worry. When it comes to synthetic hair, there's a level of longevity of, I'd say, 6 weeks. 6 weeks, and then I'm probably going to be done. Even if I didn't have a channel where I typically don't even wear hair for 6 weeks, because wearing a hair for 6 weeks or 2 months. So people are like, why didn't you wear hair for 2 months? And I'm like, 2 months, there's 12 in the year. So that means I would try 6 hair in a year, assuming I never wore my own hair out, assuming my own hair never saw the light of day. So if I did 2 months and I let my hair breathe maybe one time, I only try 5 hair a year. And that's 5 videos for you guys revolving around hair a year. When I have a channel, it doesn't quite make sense, but I do wear my hair longer than the typical creator. You got to give me credit for that. But I would wear a synthetic hair for probably 6 weeks max. I think with a human hair, I probably could do 2 months. I honestly can. I mean, the thing about it is the braids up underneath are probably going to get looser. I'm probably going to need to take the hair out just to take care of my own hair. I'm not a firm believer of that. If you can keep a hair in for 6 months, you should. I don't think that. I think your own hair does require breathing. It requires itself to be out. I know people say, my hair was braided down for 6 months though, and hair grew like weeds. I'm glad your hair reacted in that way. I'm telling you, Talia's hair would not do that. So I think there is a level of longevity with, maybe I should have broken this out, longevity and maintenance. I'm talking about them at the same time, but they're two different elements. Longevity, I think human hair wins. When we talk maintenance, there's not a lot of maintenance that goes into synthetic hair if you choose the right hair. I have low maintenance, zero maintenance hair videos on this channel, so you can make the right option. I'm not saying some synthetic crochet hair isn't high maintenance. I'm saying choose the right one. If you choose the right one, you got a low maintenance situation. You got to wake up and go. Whereas opposed to with human hair, you're not going to go 2 months without washing it. You're not going to go even 3 weeks without washing it, honestly. I will say my maintenance routine is higher every single time I have a human hair in. And that's not that it's terrible, not that it's undoable. It's not that I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a whole day. I'm like, it's not unbearable, but it is more than when I have a synthetic hair in. So I go into my human hair times knowing that that's going to be the case. So longevity, human wins, but maintenance and having a lower maintenance situation, I think synthetic wins. So what's the verdict? Stick with synthetic hair if pricing is a concern for you. You're going to always have affordability with that. You're not going to always have affordability with human hair options. Choose synthetic if you're looking for a vacation hair. I think vacation synthetic is the obvious winner. Stick with synthetic if you're looking for a quick short-term style. So not something you're going to be wearing for, 2-3 months, or something that you don't want to reuse. You're going to really don't mind cutting it out, throwing it away, then getting another one. Stick with synthetic if that is your MO. And stick with synthetic if you don't care about heat styling. If you really are like, I don't mind looking the exact same every single day. That's what I actually want. I'm feeding for looking the exact same way for 2 months or 6 weeks. I want that. Yeah, I don't want heat. I don't want to have to wash it every other week. I don't want to do any of that. Stick with synthetic if that's your person, if I described you. Stick with human if one, that Consumer Reports article, scares you a bit and you want to, oh, I want to still, but I don't want to wear my own hair. I don't want to do this. I don't want to wear wigs. What do I do? What do I do? Stick with human. Stick with human if cost is not a concern for you. You want good. You don't mind paying a little extra cost for good hair. Stick with human if you want something a little bit more long lasting and an ability to reuse that hair. Stick with human if you want to straighten, you want to curl, you want some variety in your hairstyles. Stick with human if you want more of a realistic look. Like, again, there's the synthetic hair that can look realistic. I think, though, 100% of human hair I've tried looks realistic because it is realistic. It is real. So if you want that realism, I think both have their benefits, both have their cons. I like both. There's not a time where I'm like, I want this or I want this. I try what you guys asked me to try, and right now my human videos are doing well numbers wise in comparison to my synthetic videos. So that would lead me to believe that you guys are more interested in human, but I know that's not the case. I know a lot more of you guys are intrigued by human, not necessarily that you would purchase human, but you're intrigued by it. My top 5 videos right now are all human. And I have a lot of synthetic on here. So you guys let me know down below. What do you think? What are your thoughts? I see what my analytics are saying you guys want, but that might just be a curiosity killed the cat. Like, I want to see what's going on with that hairstyle. Make sure though that you give this video a big thumbs up. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Even if you didn't, we want all the love and support over here on this channel, as well as we want you to subscribe so you don't miss a thing we do over here. Make sure that you have that notification bell on so you're alerted when things come up over here. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 to keep up with my shenanigans in real time. TikTok at Lia Lavon, which is a few more shenanigans in a bit more real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.